Ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
There is one more thing.
This is Robots Tech Room starting in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Robot, and as you can tell, I'm not in my tech room. That would mainly be because I took school and work home with me, and then I brought it back. And that just happens to be because I work in a TV studio for my school, which is my work. It's confusing, but it doesn't matter. I do have a reason to be here today, though, and it would be to unbox a product that I've wanted for such a long time. I'm not gonna just tell you about it just yet. Just know it's worth it. I picked up this product on my trip to Minnesota. I went out to Free Geek on the recommendation of This Does Not Compute. Colin is a great guy. I really appreciate his generosity in telling me like where to go and what to look for and all the people's names and hooking me up with a tour of the place. And I couldn't be more grateful, so shout out to him and his channel. I'll try and show whatever footage, if I do show any footage of it in this video, and link him in it. And of course, he'll have a link to his channel in the comments below. With that said, there's a couple products that I'll be unboxing from that time, from the trip. I did pick up a couple great pieces for my collection of Apple products, but this one is very special. And why don't I just show it to you? Check this baby out. That's right. It's a Sunflower iMac G4. I couldn't be happier. I'm pretty sure it's actually 2001. Let's find out. I'm gonna check around on the package here and see if I can find anything. Actually, I'm gonna let you guys see too. Hold on. Boom, right there. Order date and ship date. Same day. Boy, they were efficient back then. I wish they could do that now. Apple, waiting for months. Anyways, yeah, 2002. Wow, that is crazy. And it's still in its original box. Definitely not the first time it's been opened, as you can tell. They got all kinds of tape here that has been resealed a couple times. So we'll really see what we got inside. I'm really hoping it starts, or that it's even in here and I haven't been scammed and holding on to this box for a year. But yeah, I really wanted to have a better moment to unbox it. It's one of my favorite machines, and hoping it will be my favorite in real life instead of just in theory. So we'll be doing that unboxing here today. We'll take a closer look at that. I'm gonna turn this off. Back to you. What's up, me? How was me? I don't know. I need to take a breather almost, because this is very exciting. This is very looked forward to say the least. Anyways, it's not like I need tape or anything. It's kind of just gonna open up. So let's make sure that the camera, the first evidence camera, is in the right place. And let's take a look. First time seeing it, y'all. Ooh, man, this makes me think of the first time I got my iPod Nano. That was my first Apple product. It was so cool. All right, enough me talking. I know, you guys want to get to it. Oh, cool. iMac covered in dust. And the crowd goes wild. Take a look at that though, man. That's a poster right there. That needs framed. You don't see that kind of like product marketing anymore. I feel like this is to make up for the fact that the mouse before this, the hockey puck mouse, yeah, was like super not good for your hand, and they like wanted to have this campaign for a more ergonomic mouse. So I'm betting anything that's exactly why it's on the like, boom, first thing you see. It's like, hey, we changed the mouse, it's better now. That's Apple for you. All right, let's take a look. Dang, how long have you been in here, buddy? I really wonder when's the last time it's been used. I guess we'll find out in good time. Let's take a look here. Got ourselves that same wonderful mouse I was just talking about, the Pro mouse. Kind of messed up. In the best of shape, but not too bad either. I mean, it's been used. All right, we'll set that aside for now. Got ourselves a nice little keyboard silicone cover, generously donated from the last owner. So thanks for that. Don't think I'll be using it, but you know, goodbye. Can you blame me? It's gross. Look at it. It's yellow. I don't even want to touch it. Wow, a user manual. I'll get to that in just a second. Oh God. Everybody, the keyboard's yellow. But how yellow? Oh, you are yellow. You are a yellow boy. You practically look like a Simpson. Bummer. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that know how to retrobrate. I guess that's something I could give a shot here in the future, but that'll have to wait for now. But still, even though, oh my gosh, that's really how white it was at one time. That's pretty crazy. Look at this thing. Versus this. Versus this. Gross. Anyways, I mean, the original keyboard's cool. I love having cables that still have the Apple logo on them. Like, you can't beat that. That's freaking cool. I don't even care. I don't even care it's yellow. That's so cool. Welcome to Mac OS 10, and that is totally cheetah. So that is like what, it's Puma cheetah? I'd have to look. I can't even remember right now. I'm too freaking excited. So, oh cool, look at this. It's green. Why is it green? It's still got the cable on it, but it's an iPod cable. Cool. We need always another 30 pin. I have such a need for another 30 pin. But you know, it's got the plastic on it, so it obviously wasn't used, so that's a win. But dude, seriously? The like original booklet. Welcome to Mac OS. I wonder if the CD's in here. We'll have to find out. I'll get some closer up shots of this later here so I can scan it in, but geez, it's even pixelated on the little picture for it. The center of your digital lifestyle. You just don't get this kind of stuff anymore. Like, for real, look at these pages. Use Sherlock 3. Use iChat to talk to people with AIM. Like, it's explaining how to use the operating system. Like, it's such a new thing for so many people back then. It's a different world, yo. Let's see. Let's take a look-see here and see if our booklet contains... All right, back to me on the phone. Hello, me on the phone. Let's take a look. Once you've set up your iMac and followed the on-screen guide to connect to the internet, what's next? Read on to find out how to get the most out of your Mac. Ooh, I hope those speakers are in here. I really, really do. Look how white the keyboard was. Look how white it's not. Gross. Anyways, we got ourselves on the back some FireWire 400s, an Ethernet with I don't know what speed, a dial-up modem, some USB 2.0 ports, at least I would think so, because of the iPod cable, and a VGA output. Wow, and this is old. Anyways, I really hope we get those speakers, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Some macOS basics, a couple shots of what macOS used to look like, the digital hub strategy, that iPod right there, put up to 1,000 songs in your pocket. And don't you worry, we'll be talking about you soon enough. Boy, they were really pushing the iPod, weren't they? If you have an iPod, which you better, you can transfer up to 1,000 songs for listening on the go. Make your own movie or watch an iMovie on DVD. Or watch an iMovie. I don't even think iMovie was a thing. Oh no, it must have been. It was like first generation iMovie. Get the most out of iTools, make a website, send and receive emails, create using AppleWorks, which doesn't exist anymore. Keep your iMac software up to date. Not gonna happen. That's cool. I like these screenshots. Check them out, guys. These screenshots are dope. Again with the iPod though. And Apple Care. Good old Apple Care. Yeah, I will take scans of the documentation and we'll take a better look at that together in post. We'll take a look. All right, I've stalled enough. I really hope it hasn't yellowed as much as this keyboard. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Or that it even works. But we'll never know until we find out. Okay. Oh, dude, it's got the speakers. Yes. Heck yeah, bro. Speakers. Oh, it looks so pretty, actually. Way better than I thought. Right away. Way better than I thought. A little bit of scuff on the Apple logo, but if that's the worst of it, I am not sad. A little bit of polishing up. And I really wonder what this green color's from. It's kind of all over the place. But, wow. This is crazy. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. Look at this guy, man. That chrome hinge, the speakers. I've really wanted one of these for a long time. This is so cool. Yeah, I mean, sure, it's gonna need some cleaning. And that's just part of it. Like, you don't get to have a computer like this. I'm just happy it had the speakers. These are hard enough to find as it is. Plus, we're gonna have the box. We have the freaking box, dude. Plus all this documentation. So yeah, I am totally stoked. Where the heck does it go though? I guess you take this part off first with the speakers. No? Oh, that would make sense. That would make sense. one speaker off to the side. I feel like I have to keep turning it around. Oh, it looks like display damage. Yeah, that does look like some display damage. I guess we'll find out. Oh, you are not a light boy. Nope, you are not light. Whew. Oh, I've heard about how heavy this guy is, but I never actually thought it was that. It couldn't be that heavy. Okay. Ooh. It's literally heavier out of the box than when it's in the box. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh yeah, you are so dirty. You're gonna need a good ass clean. But that's fine, we can work with that. Here it is though, everybody. Looks like it's got chocolate on it and stuff. Very nice, I love chocolate on my computer. Definitely some screen damage, I'm like almost certain. But you know what? Hey, that means it had a good life. It was used by some people that hopefully loved it. It definitely looks like it was a kid's computer. We got kinds of drawings all over this thing. I'm not sure if you can see it in that angle, but yeah, we got drawings all over this thing. There's its serial number. I guess we'll need to find out if it still works. Oh man, that is so cool with the swivel. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. And I don't think I'm gonna have the power cord for it. It looks like it's open too. Like someone got into the base of it somehow. Like this crack is how it kind of came out of the box. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But yeah, let's see if the power cord's in the box. I'll find out, I guess. Speakers. I guess that goes to show that they never actually read the documentation, because it's, like I said, like even the iPod cable in here has got the plastic caps on it. Also, that's not period correct. The iPod didn't have the 30-pin dock for like another 2 years, so that was just thrown in there as another present to me, like this keyboard cover called an eye skin. Gross. But yeah, like the manual and stuff is like pristine, and the computer is far from pristine. Gross. Here it be, all the way back from 2002, the iMac G4. If anything, this thing is like just a display piece, seriously. In all its glory. Let's just hope it works, because that's that would be the coolest thing to hear this thing bong. All right, I guess next up, it'll cut to me. All right, we're going back to the tech room. Boom. See, I told you it was magic. Check it out, we're in the tech room all of a sudden. You know, magic and stuff. So we'll go ahead and take a better look at the iMac now that it's finally here in the tech room. It's all set up on the desk for display purposes for now. I did go ahead and swap out the keyboard because that other yellow one was absolutely disgusting. This is the one I also picked up from Free Geek. It even has the $20 sticker on it, and I feel like that's a steal considering how nice this one looks. I have no idea if it works. Heck, I don't have any idea if any of this works. but that's the goal here for the rest of the day, so we'll find out. But yeah, this thing is like immaculate looking, considering the age of it. But these did come out a little bit after this iMac, but it was something that could be paired with them. It wasn't in the box with them as far as I know, unless it was like an optional accessory. But everything here is around 2002, so you know, I thought it still matched, and it doesn't look yellow, so that's the main goal. But we'll take a look here at that nice little logo, Apple wireless keyboard. I'm sure we'll have to change out the batteries. I haven't checked anything out on this since I got it a year ago, but I think it will complement it well, and we'll of course hope that the machine works. We do have the mouse here, standard Apple Pro mouse. So yeah, we get the Apple Pro mouse here as well. Take a look at that. It looks like an egg of glass. Definitely more ergonomic than the hockey puck mouse. I'm still really excited about these, and I hope these work as well. But it does have the Apple Pro speakers, which I do believe are Harman Kardon. I did just look it up, and I couldn't find if that was true. I'll double check it too by the end of the video and throw it down at the bottom if that becomes the case. All right, let's take a better look at the body here. We'll get a close-up of the edges. From my reviews that I have looked into and other people taking a look at the units, this kind of cracking of the display, how it's wobbly up here at the top, and let me see if I can show you. It's wobbly up here at the top and not connecting super well. On the other side, this part is considered an issue. We'll have to glue it if the display still works. My guess is we'll probably have to get the display replaced at some time, because there's even a scratch in it right here, as you can see. Yeah, if you can see it in the light here, there is a line in the display. Oops, I don't want to get it in the light so you can't see nothing. But this right here tells me there's going to be an issue. We'll see how bad it is when we actually turn it on. I just don't want to turn it on yet because, you know, you kind of want to check capacitors and other things on products this old. Just want to check it out to make sure it doesn't start smoking or have any other issues. But we'll get to that here in a second. Other things up at the display, someone, it looks like, drew a dinosaur face or something of that nature into the screen. So that kind of is a bummer, but oh well. Again, it's the little things. For the overall condition, plus it was in the box, you know, I'll give it a pass. Plus, I've always wanted one of these. Other than that, it's really not too bad. It's just dirty, and we'll be cleaning it at the end. And, you know, worst case scenario, it's just going to be a showpiece. And it's going to be hanging out on the shelf once the shelf gets set up. Yeah, Apple Pro speakers. Let's take a look at these guys. And man, it really shines in the light. It looks like a crystal ball. That is too cool. I can't wait to hear these, and I really hope they work. There's nothing on these that indicates they're going to have an issue other than maybe the cord at the end was a little bit messed up, like it had been pinched behind a desk or something. We'll find out though. Yeah, let's look at that hinge, because that's pretty cool. The hinge stays and the screen stays at the same angle no matter which way you turn it, which is, I mean, obviously its most recognized feature, but you know, Steve Jobs said it best when he wanted every component of the computer to stay true to itself. So, you know, the hard drive got to stay flat in the bottom, and the screen got to be a flat paneled screen and got to be shown off in that way. And yeah, you just don't see design like this anymore. I think the whole thing is just so beautifully thought out. But yeah, we're just gonna have to open it up and hope that nothing is too horrible. I'll turn the base here. And I got my iFixit toolkit with all the bits that I'm going to need. Actually, as far as I know, this computer actually only uses a few different screw styles. Let's take a look here. Yeah, basic Phillips screws on the bottom plate, and then from what I read, a Torx 15 on the inside. We're gonna need this. I'm sure of it. I'm just sure of it. But then again, it was at Free Geek, so they probably did take a look at it already. But you never know. Plus, I didn't get any details on the sheet, so it's really up in the air at best. So let me go ahead and get my screws coming off. Ooh, shiny. All right, so we got what looks like non-standard RAM from the photos that I've seen before, unless that's just a sticker. We'll have to see what this guy's at afterwards, and then no airport card, although the dust in here does definitely tell me that there probably was one, unless that's just its regular covering, which it just might be, but it's hard to say. This thing's pretty cool. I bet you could make a pretty sick clock out of this. I'm sure there's other people out there that have already done so, but I love that look. It's funny, you're not even supposed to see that. It's on the underneath of the computer, yet every little bit of it has been thought through. So again, this is why I like Apple stuff. It's pretty much some of the best engineered products I've ever seen. So it's a winner in my book. All right, I'm going to turn it a little bit so I can get a better look-see here. And we'll also change our camera angle so everyone else can also take a look-see. Zoom it out just a little bit. And looks like it's time to switch to the Torx screw, Torx 15. Geez, the Torx 15 is kind of big. Haven't used it in a while. Yep, that matches though. We'll grab our Torx 15, pop it into our tool here. There's one. And this is actually something I was going to mention earlier. The iFixit toolkit here, the lid for it actually makes us a really great little tray if you're taking stuff apart, and you can put it right in the top there. Nice little idea. Not a sponsor from them, by the way. I don't have a sponsor. We're 5 videos in, but you know, I could dream, right? Pop that in the tray. I don't see any dust in the air vent on the edges, so maybe it's a good sign. I'm really hoping that this guy's not too dirty. Is that designed into the plastic, or is it just that? Oh my goodness, it is. It's a little diagram so you can plug in an Apple airport card, and you know, the cable, I feel like it's pretty obvious that it's going to be like, boy, connected to the card that slides into this slot. But in case you were wondering or didn't know how to do it, Apple's got a nice little diagram just so you can punch in an airport card. If you don't know how to plug things in, I don't know why you'd be doing such an upgrade, because you probably couldn't even power on the computer. But cool, just it's the little things. There's some long boys right there. I feel like we should take the RAM out just in case beforehand. So before I actually open it up, I'm going to pull that RAM card, or that SODIMM card out of there. Let's take a look at that guy because we might figure out what's going on here. There was, at one point, 2 different stickers. Yeah, at one point there was definitely 2 different stickers there. Does it give me any indication of what we're looking at here? Not that I can tell. So I'm not too sure what kind of RAM this is. All it says is TJS. I might have to take a look at that and see if I can find out what it might be. Or we'll just turn it on and it should tell me. At least one can hope, right? Alright, let's get it open. I have no idea how to pull it down. Oh, that's right. The whole lid comes off. Oh boy. And we'll pull our ribbon cables so they don't get damaged. And our power supply. It actually really doesn't look too bad for the state I was expecting. I really was expecting it to be a little bit dirtier, but again, that was probably already cleaned up just a little bit by Free Geek. I would imagine they kind of, gave it a good air blast from the bottom or something when they were checking it out, seeing if everything was stable at that time. But yeah, the battery looks okay. I mean, it's probably still going to need replaced. I'm sure there isn't a charge on that. And that's going to be, again, a priority to check as soon as possible. But yeah, we'll just get it dusted, air dusted out real quick. And honestly, I'm fine with putting it back together and giving it a try. And yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm almost too excited for that. But yeah, overall, not too bad. But yeah, let's clean it up. All right, now it's time to, we got the bottom plate back on. Now it's time to just reseat the RAM, get the lid screwed on, and we'll have ourselves a test run. Let's get that put back together. Get that RAM reseated right there. Push for the clips. There you go. Now you're back in your home. RAM is reseated. Some dust. Fingers crossed. Alright. Power button. Can you count down?
3, 2, 1.
How bad's the display? Well, it's not as bad as I thought. I can still see an Apple logo. All things said and done, I'd say this is a victory. That's pretty cool. We got it open. I got it logged in. Just a little bit of display damage, but other than that, it looks really good. It looks clean. It opened the OS super fast, and we will have many more videos to come on this guy. Something I wanted to show you real quick. Check this out. We're running 10.4, which we're definitely going to try and upgrade this to Leopard and maybe up its RAM and try and see if we can find that patched version of Snow Leopard. But that's all in good time. This is what I wanted everyone else to see. I've never got to use an edition of OS 9, It says it's on here, and that's going to be our next exploration into this awesome iMac G4. This is Robot from Robot's Tech Room signing out, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.